All right, we are live. Yes, we are. Welcome back. This is Gabriel with ODE, Online Digital Education Mastery. It's a community of educators here on Facebook that collaborate with each other to succeed, to ascend the value ladder, to help each other out, not to compete, not to cheat each other, not to scam, but to compete each other out. And today I'm going to do something that I haven't done at all. This is my 95th, episode. And as I do my daily reading and I come across some really interesting content so that I can make my own, I came across this one that I found it more than worthy of having to read this article to you. So in saying that, this is episode 95, Thursday, February 18th. And the title of this article is "The World's Most Successful People Have This Invisible Skill in Common" by Brad Costanzo. And it was published January 3rd, 2017 on DotCom. And again, I repeat, this was published by Brad Costanzo on January 3rd, 2017. So let me give you my full disclaimer before we go on. This is my proprietary disclaimer. This is not a get-rich-quick program. And if you're in a hurry to get scammed, get out. We don't do Bitcoin. We don't do lottery. We don't do, palm reading, all that stuff. I only work with high-value, high-integrity educators. And this online business model is organic. And it's organic, meaning that you don't pay for ads. You do the hard work. You maintain some consistency. And it requires your commitment to start and grow your audience over a 90 to 120 days, every day, for any shot at succeeding. And the reason why results vary is because that is due on how much work you actually model from this proven system. If you want the link for this article, ask me for it. I have it. Just say, give me the link. Hashtag it, private messenger me, however you want to get it. Leave me a comment. I'll send you this link, because this link, in particular, this story, this article is worth reading. And it's all about the mindset. And I got to tell you, I read it twice, 3 times, I think, actually. And now it's worth reading to you. So, the world's most successful people have this invisible skill in common. The highest paid people in life have one primary and often invisible skill in common. Its invisibility stems from the fact that it isn't flashy. You can't flaunt it. You can't even learn it. It's a skill that simply must be demonstrated over a long period of time. Ask someone on the street what they believe the highest paid skill set is, and you're about to hear answers such as selling, coding, learning, execution, networking, negotiation, innovation, leadership, and much more than that. All of the above are desirable and have their place. And depending on your business or your career, each may outweigh the other. But none of these skills are valuable if you can only do them once or even now and then. The reason why certain actors receive gigantic sums isn't necessarily because they had one breakthrough performance. It's typically because they've had multiple and can be counted on to have more. The difference between an athlete with a multi-million-dollar contract and one who makes the league minimum is also a result of this one thing. Consistency is the highest paid skill in the world. Consistency in your results creates confidence in your reliability, which brings assurance and removes risk for the people who pay you. regardless if they are employers or customers. The removal of risk combined with the reliability of results is priceless. Consistently good actors allow movie producers to remove the risk of a lousy performance and dismal box office results. Athletes who can be consistently counted on to get on base, make a catch, and perform under pressure, time and again, reap the lion's share of the rewards. Which of these workout routines do you think gets a better results? Going to the gym once a week for 2 hours, exercising until you puke and then taking a week off? Or going to the gym every day for 30 minutes, putting in a good effort, working up a good sweat, but leaving a little bit of energy in the tank? Two good questions. You know the answer to those questions. The same holds true in business. Look no further than the biggest reason for the success of major franchises and companies such as McDonald's and Starbucks. Do they have the best product on the market? Not by a long shot. But customers can rely on getting a consistent experience every single time. The market rewards consistency much more than quality. If, however, you combine consistency and quality, then you can create legendary companies. Case in point, Apple. One of the biggest reasons cited for using Apple product is it just works. This is another way of saying that it's consistent and reliable. When you add Apple's obsession with style and quality components, and you get the biggest company in the world with a raving fan base that can charge a premium for its products. Are there better computers on the market than Apple? Probably. Are the companies who make these computers better at communicating their consistent results? If they were, I'm sure that Apple would be in trouble. The examples are endless, but you can see that it's consistency that is rewarded more than any real skill. So 7 steps to develop world-class consistency. First of all, show up and do the work. Even when you don't feel like it, especially when you don't feel like it. Number 1, stop focusing on short-term results. In other words, that instant gratification. Stop focusing on the money. Life is not a microwave, it's a slow cooker. If you've tried a pot roast from both, you know which one produces a better meal. Pot roast from a microwave, pot roast from a slow cooker. My mouth is watering, slow cooker. Number 2, have a written plan that you refer to daily. If consistency is to be a priority, having a written plan with the most important activities will help. You'll create a plan for keeping you on track and focused on critical behaviors. The plan can be simple, but it serves as a reminder of what must be done in order to sustain consistent efforts, which lead to consistent performance. Does that make sense? Makes a lot of sense. Something that I keep talking about. Please keep listening. Number 3, create rules for yourself. As an entrepreneur myself, I've always had a problem with authority and being told what to do. You know, that's an entrepreneur mind. I don't like following other people's rules. However, I've had to set rules in place for myself and either hold myself accountable or have my business partners or mentors do that for me. The rules that help me keep me consistent are simple, such as I work out when I wake up. That's a rule. Another rule I set is that I write something, a journal entry or an article every morning before working with my clients or on my business. I got my book, and I do this every day. This is consistency. This is consistency on paper. that holds you accountable. So when it's a rule, you're more likely to follow it. Number 4, commit to habits, not goals. I like this one because it makes a lot of sense. If achieving goals was meant to be easy, everyone would have a wall of trophies and a perfect life. But the surest way to achieve your goals isn't to chase them, but to create the right habits that automatically move you towards your goals almost effortlessly. The best part of habits is that they don't require willpower. They are automatic behaviors and either work for you or against you. Good habits work for you, bad habits work against you. They usually do. Number 5, track your progress. That which we measure improves. Even if you get off track and slip up, if you're tracking your progress, it will remind you of how far you've come, and it will keep you going even when you feel like quitting. Fall in love with the process. Number 6, not the progress. Since we're wired for instant gratification and results, this can be difficult. But it's easier when you celebrate the small wins and take pride in the path you're on, regardless of where it gets you. The benefit of this mindset is that you'll get much further because you'll get derailed much less. It's similar to the story of the tortoise and the hare. The tortoise was slow but consistent and ended up winning the race. And number 7, remember, consistency is a muscle that needs exercise. Your brain is that muscle for consistency. The most highly paid and in-demand skill in life isn't something that you can learn in a book or school. It must be practiced and put into action consistently. You know, that invisible skill that I'm reading about. It's a never-ending pursuit with never-ending rewards. As an employee, understand that employers and business owners deal with constant uncertainty. Having a reliable team that can consistently count on to weather the storms is priceless. As a business owner, customers will reward you with their loyalty and repeat purchases if they can count on a consistently good experience. Next time you're stuck in your business or career and are feeling stagnant, or you're not achieving your goals, simply ask yourself where you're failing to be consistent and how you can change course. You know, like I said, I read this like 3 times today, or within the last day or 2 or whatever, and I'm reading it again now for you guys. So it's like my 4th time. I talk a lot about the mindset, the teacherpreneur mindset, transitioning, because I coach educators trying to transition and monetize their skills, their experience, 5 different ways. And one of them is with education affiliate products, like ClickFunnels, what I promote. And you have Brain Sensei, Rosetta Stone, Teachable, Coursera, Fiverr. And you know, educators that are transitioning online, they want that instant gratification. They want to hit $1 million right away. They want to work as hard as they do already in the brick and mortar school system. But yet what's happening is that they want the same kind of pay that they're getting for breaking their backs. You know, that annual salary, they want it right now. And they haven't earned a community's trust. They haven't build a tribe. They haven't been consistent. This is why results vary. When you focus on the outcome and you continue to do this day in and day out, because this is your true passion, right? You're focusing on the outcome, the positive results, helping people, serving people. As many times, and you keep doing it because that's what you signed up for, and when one stops doing that, there's failure, all right? It's not a bad thing. It's just a learning curve. But if you fail to get it done and you don't take that experience, that failure experience, to do it again and then do it right, you can't blame anybody but yourself. Not everybody wants to be their own boss. I get that. I've always wanted to be my own boss. I've been my own boss several times. I've had my successes and my failures. But here I am again being my own boss, because this 21st century, especially this next decade, from 2020 to 2030, this is the time, okay, for you to become your own boss and maintain a relentless pursuit, okay, of everything: gratitude, serving people, learning your skills, gaining your knowledge, and doing it every day at every hour, because that is what an entrepreneur does. Eventually the blessings come. When they come big time. So don't cut yourself short thinking that, if you're not getting paid what you're supposedly worth now, it's what's causing you to back out. No, that's called quitting on yourself and having false beliefs. Believe in yourself enough to do the greater work consistently so that you too, okay, can earn that kind of money. And then maybe you'll be serving people who can actually have testimonials about you and say, you know what, he does good work, quality work, and this is why I paid for his educational program. This is why I paid for their mentoring or coaching. People will pay for your consistency, not your good looks. So in saying that, I'm going to sign off because, I got a busy day because I've been consistent since October of 2020, and I love that. And this is why I read this article. This article, written by Brad Costanzo, was published January 3rd, 2017 on influenceive.com. This is Thursday, February 18th, episode 95. The world's most successful people have this invisible skill in common. Thank you for watching, and I look forward from hearing from you.